Okay, I'm that girl goddess. I don't know what happened with my last video, but I was talking to older women because when I seen this video and this woman on YouTube, she always have videos and it's always um in some way picking at older women, women over 40, possibly 35. And it's basically saying, don't nobody want you, you're not competition, you should be ashamed of yourself. All of the women that she had on her page that were older women, I didn't even believe they was half the age that they was. And I looked at them, because see, when I was real young, I tell people, I used to admire the very women that she putting down. I remember telling myself, when I become older, I'm not going to dress in weird clothes and styles that's 20 years behind. I'm going to stay up with the times. And, you know, I remember saying stuff like that and saying, when I become older, you know, I'm not going to ever stop beautifying myself. And I remember when God was training me to be a wife. And I remember him telling me, always be pleasing to your husband's eye. And I took that with me. And even when I would go to jobs, just like I would dress like this, nurses scrubs. I tease myself and tell people the nurse in the bonnet. Well, I took the bonnet off. I'm in a different job site. And we can't wear bonnets, which I'm not upset about it. It's like the reason I was wearing bonnets is because when you get to dealing with some people bowel care, they pass gas and they spray you. I was keeping my hair safe. Okay. It's not that I want to walk around like, but to me, a bonnet don't necessarily matter. People talking about women going places. Sometimes you get up real early, even men do it. They have their pajamas on, have a t-shirt and their house shoes, and you'll see them go up into Burger King. They're doing a quick run. They want to come home, handle that, just got off from work. Well, not just got off from work, but just got up early, went out, surprised their wife with breakfast, and stopped at Burger King or McDonald's to, I'm going to say, Waffle House, Three Square. So I think that's the name of Jack's, whatever. IHOP, okay, White Castle, Crystals, any place that serve breakfast. Coney Islands. But they may go in there real and just to pick up breakfast for their wife because they don't want them to cook. They want them to just sit down and talk and enjoy each other. And there's nothing wrong with it. They wasn't coming out to please the public. They went out just to get something done. And sometimes you be at home, you have small children, you done just bathed all the children, put them in their clothes and slipped on something because you done got wet now and it's some pajama pants, what you finna lounge around the house in, and you decide to go to the corner store to get your babies some potato chips. Okay, some popcorn, and y'all finna sit down and look at a family movie. And you keeping your hair at a bonnet on because your hair is in rollers or twist outs and you want to keep it from messing up for the next day so your hair can be presentable for tomorrow. That's fine. That's totally fine. Now I wouldn't go to the airport like that. I'm not going to lie. But baby girl, if you going to the airport and you got your hair did like that because you got a show to be in, then you need to keep your bonnet on. Do what's best for you. Public opinion does not matter when it comes to things like, because nobody's going to pay to keep your hair up. If you got to be on stage and you're going to have to do a performance or, you got some kind of engagement and you just need, you in one state trying to get there. And as soon as you get off the airplane, probably got about an hour, stop at the hotel, drop your stuff off, slip on your clothes, and don't have that much time to do your hair. It's people that preach, minister. And they just want to get to the hotel room, put on their clothes, and take them rollers out, and their hair still looking good, and they position it right, and they get on out of there. There's nothing wrong with that. People need to mind their business, like the Bible says. Stay out of other people's matters. Now, overall, it's a cultural thing where everybody want to. People are learning to relax some. Okay, they frustrated. You go to these jobs, you got to wear these ugly uniforms all day. Because I don't know what it is about a lot of companies. They find the ugliest uniforms in the world to wear. And all I'm going to say is, you know, do you? And no matter what age you are, whoever's for you gonna find you. Okay, you ain't got to be out here tearing down another female just to try to be relevant. Okay. Now, when I say something about a female, people say, "Well, what have you said?" I mean, I'll tell you in a minute. I'm talking about these females that's jealous hearted. People how to cover yourself, how to keep your job, how low down they can be on a job, they're cutting and conniving, not to tell them all your business, how people come up against you in an evil way. Okay? How a lot of young girls was not raised and they think they body count don't count. It counts. And now you got men saying, "Oh no, we don't want them young girls because them young girls have been through some men." Body count matters. And when a man meets, he going out with you and he can say it don't matter, but soon as his boy or somebody his know say, "Oh, I know you know such and such, I used to kick with her," he about ready to get rid of you. He about ready to get rid of you. Man do not want a woman that everybody can point at and say they been with. But that's for another video. People gonna do what they do and they gonna dig it their own grave and make their own way hard. But if you telling a woman who is accomplished over 30, first of all, sometimes when you going through school, and I got married early, but I'm gonna tell you, it can reap going to school and educating yourself, doing externship, it can wreak havoc on your marriage, your relationship. You have children too young. Just because you 21, you shouldn't be just getting up having a baby. You don't have your own house. You need to work. And I'm going to save it for another video. Because you got to learn who you are. You got to learn some life lessons. And there's nothing wrong with postponing your life. Yeah, you have a biological clock. But just realize everybody don't want children. And a lot of people can say, old Calvin Simmons say, "Will die alone." There's a lot of people with children. Young. Okay? They never lived a great life at all. Have children and their children get grown and don't even come visit them. Okay? And they still may die alone. It's about your personality and how you parented your children. There's a lot of parent people, they had children and their children left this world before they did. And they still alone. But life is not over. Just like Beyonce mama found somebody. It's a lot of older women. Tina Turner, she had so many men boom back to back and they were younger men. Okay. Jennifer Lopez. They don't stop living because you older. Don't do that to yourself. Don't do that to yourself. Continue to take pride in yourself. The older women that go to the gym and keep their body up. Oh, I have great respect for you. Because most females' body ain't like that. We ain't talking about somebody under 25 who body usually stay intact because they burning a lot of energy and their muscle tonage is still up. A woman who's fighting against aging process, it's not over for you. You're still good looking. And you don't have to go and get plastic surgery for all of that. That's the fake facade of society today. And the young people are doing it. Going to getting all this plastic surgery. 10 pounds of makeup on their face. First of all, that's a sign of insecurity right there when you have to put on all that makeup to feel like you're relevant. Okay? It's a shame. When somebody love you, they should love you for who you are. Your face. Your face. Do you think Tina Turner, when she got them men and she was older woman that was 35 and she was in her 60s, do you think they had to see her with makeup on all the time? That they never seen a wrinkle? Baby, that's not true. Don't let nobody deceive you to believe that you got to hide behind plastic surgery. I'm saying that you can't ever have plastic surgery because I remember being abused and I was hit with a 2x4 in my mouth and my lips flew. And I mean, they came out like boo. And it went down, not all the way down. I still, looked in the mirror. I was like, oh my God. She messed my face up for life, but I still thought I was fine. If you ask me today, baby, I'm the cat's meow, okay? I don't feel insecure to nobody. I feel that whoever's for me is for me. I feel like when I get up and do me, and I mean makeup, because most of the time when you say I do video, I don't even put makeup on. 90% of the time, probably 95% of the time. To me, it's not necessarily necessary. I show people my real face. And I never had a problem once. Okay? When I say I never had a problem over 40, and guess what? When I say I can name at least 50 men that's on me that's ranging from age 25 and up. Most of them under 30. Most of them under 35. Let me correct myself. Somewhere between 25 and 35, they beating this dough down. Okay? It don't take all of that. A lot of young women are mad saying that older women are taking their men. You can't take someone that's not choosing them. You can't take nobody that was attracted to you and came on to you. And you can tell them your age. And a lot of times they know it. Okay? I married a man that I knew when he was a little boy. And he got grown and we got married. I had like 15 years on him. Baby, he never wanted a divorce. I left. He was a bodybuilder, okay, and he acted too old for me. A lot of people, they boring. I like to go out, roller skate. I'm a great dancer. I like to dance. I like all genres of music. But when it's influenced demonically, I leave it alone. I don't have a fetish for demons and witches and all that kind of stuff and stuff from the underworld. That don't do it for me. I try to meditate on what's lovely and pure. I like a lot of old school music because you can hear that those people, when they were singing them songs, they experienced those things. They were heartfelt songs. And not just R&B. I like a lot of pop music. I like a lot of Caucasian singers. I'm not like a lot of people here. All they want to do is promote their own culture. I don't have that many of my culture here anyway, but nonetheless, I enjoy all music. I enjoy music and they speaking in different language, but it's so romantically attractive to me. I just enjoy it. So I just tell people, be who you are. Older women, don't let no younger woman try to talk you out. If somebody wanted her or wanted them, they'll go after them. You ain't did nothing wrong because you dressed up and look good. That's just jealousy. That's just a hater. Somebody want to put you and make you depressed. Continue on. Shine. Okay? People tell me about me, oh, you shouldn't have them earrings in your nose. Well, part of this is cultural. And two, you should mind your business. Because if you don't like something, then don't choose a woman that have that is not appealing to you. You know, a lot of people, oh, you shouldn't wear blonde hair. I have to dye my hair black. Even as a teenager, I was born with gray sprinkles. My hair is naturally red, and I have a white patch and blonde streaks naturally. Okay, so I always color my hair because I don't like red hair. Okay, and being Indian, as you get older, your hair will go completely white in my culture. And God told me, God, wear your hair blonde. I didn't even want to wear blonde, even though this wig is white. I didn't even want to wear blonde. But the guys that run up on me, they love this blonde hair. I said, God, what in the world? I did as a young woman, like 19. Not only was my husband going crazy, he married me in 2 weeks. Let me tell you something. I never had a problem. But I can show you a lot of women who wear blonde and it don't fit them at all. A lot of men don't like it. They talk about them. I just tell a person, make sure you ain't doing something because it's a trend, but you're doing it because it look good on you. I can't say, nah, I know. Whew, I did my hair blonde and even out my complexion and everything. And guess what? Bam! I have to smile at myself when I look in that mirror because I be like, baby, okay. And I'm telling a lot of people, a lot of older women, stop letting people tear you down. That's a female voice talking. Haterade. Because there's no way the people she had in her video, the way they was dressed, the way they body looked, okay, because they 60. Baby, that woman 70 years old was benching over 200 pounds. Her body was tight. Okay. They try to say older women. I remember I was running out of the jailhouse and we had to run to a pod. It was, they were fighting. I can't give you the codes, but we took off running and she was 18. I was 42. Let me explain something to you. We was head to head. When I got one step ahead, I said, well, they finna stop now because everything's over. And then they turned around and told us everything was okay. And I was talking to her while I was running beside her. And when I say head to head, head to head. And I wasn't even trying. Okay. Everybody is not, just because they older, is out of shape. No, because when my husband touched me, he was looked at me. I said, yeah, like a teenager, right? And no, I don't have the body count. And he looked like, ooh, like a virgin. Yeah, baby. And no, I ain't doing all of that other stuff, the douching and all the other stuff they doing. Baby, ain't nothing wrong with my body. If y'all stop doing all that stuff in the street, you wouldn't be all stretched out going to get plastic surgery to fix yourself up down there. And even when you get yourself fixed up, guess what? Your body still tell. It still tell. And you think what she should have had a video about is, okay, all these girls thinking they doing all these different guys, you in the entertainment, stripping, tricking. You think you matter. You think you can do that forever. And then you realize by the time you get 35, and they had a show about this, you going to have to think business smart if you hadn't been to college or something like that. Okay? You're going to have to do something to establish some money. Like I tell people, I got several fields up under my belt. First started off when I went to accounting, but changed it to business management. Child care, cosmetology, barber, registered nurse, medical assistant, PCA, PCT, PCNA, okay, professional singer, I modeled, etc., etc., etc. And I'm saying that because I took some classes with my son. I can drive an 18-wheeler. I had a CDL. I'm multi-talented. I went into carpentry. Okay. I can do a whole lot of stuff. Officer. Cook. Okay. Yeah, I danced, did videos. Guess what? And just saying that, a lot of young girls can't compete with that. A lot of men love your intelligence. And they try to get up under you so they can learn, so they can build. I had my own businesses. Baby, I can sew. I can design clothes. So when you talk to me, I tell people, even if you strip, the season in your life that you're going to do that, establish you a career. I'm saying be encouraged. But if you want them people think you're going to be Eartha Kitt age before she passed and still on that pole, then you're deceiving yourself. Even though a lot of men do love to see a lot of older women on that pole. It's just like a lot of men love women that's pregnant. They like a lot of females that got a real big rump. They like women with big boobs. They like women. Men love a lot of different things. Okay? And if you're a confident older woman, I remember this woman was dancing. She was 62 years old. And I was the one who recommended it because she had a fabulous body. Okay? This woman had dropped out of high school. She was living in subsidized. She went to this club. She was real dark. Wasn't the prettiest woman at all. She was like E.T. in the face. But she had a banging body. She wasn't the best dancer, but she knew how to work a pole. Let me tell you, she went to the club, and it was a predominantly Caucasian crowd. This man bought her a house. He bought it off the auction. He finished out her whole house, put in new floors, new walls. He catered to her. He paid off her daughter's college. Another man she was dating paid for her to go through college. Okay, she went through 2 years. I don't remember the field she got into. I know it was in the medical field though. But she was on that pole at least 7 years. And I mean, she retired when she was like 70 from the pole. She had a whole career up under her belt, went to the hospital, was doing that. All while she was working on that pole, she was working during the day. She was a woman who had sat on public assistance. And she started at 62. Mm-hmm. She had about 5 boyfriends. 2 of them proposed to her. They were all in their 30s. Once she finished college, she still stripped till she was like, I'm going to say 71 years old. Got off, talking about paid. When that woman retired, she had like 100K in her bank. Okay? So don't tell me older women can't do this, this, and this. I seen it. I've been in the clubs and they did great. Okay? They did great. Is it the recommended job? Not for somebody who's weak. But when I say they paid for her daughter to go to college, they not only bought her a house, they bought her a car. Within 6 months, this man went and got her a used car. Another man later on upgraded it, but he was a mechanic. Man, that car was running good. She looked at me. She said, "Why don't you go back?" I said, "Well, I'm married now and I got the children, and this is my life right now. I really don't want to go back. My husband's really, 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 really jealous." And she understood. Okay. And I done seen several women like that start stripping and they be 45 and they have a heck of a following. Okay, a heck of a following. I remember I had quit and I went up to this guy. He was a dancer and then he had a birthday party and I went to go see him. Man, them young guys that was up in there, when I say young guys, them guys was like 18 years old. They was begging me to come back and do a comeback. I had a billboard. I was like, Jesus. And I had to tell them, no, I want to change my life because my boys is like 18, 19. You know, I didn't want to go back then. And yeah, I was at the club and I was dancing on the floor. And they wanted to know, could I still dance? I was like, baby, ain't nobody stopped dancing. Turning cartwheels, flipping over. I said, baby, I can do it. You do you. This is your life. You choose your life. And don't let no female or person, I don't care if it's a man, I don't care if it's Kevin Samuel, discourage you from being happy, discourage you from your life, try to make you walk around and wear clothes that's 10 years out of style and baggy and oversized, try to make you not go to the gym and keep your body a Coca-Cola. Okay? Tell all them people to kick rocks, okay, and mind their business. And that ain't God. And it's not wisdom. It's just haterade. Older women, be encouraged. Be encouraged and be blessed. I'm that girl goddess. Bye.